Just wanted to give a quick little video of the sinker slides that I use and the types. This one right here is just an Eagle Claw Team Catfish bottom dwellers, and this one I just found on Amazon not too long ago here. It's a Sea Striker, I believe it's called, and all of them work, but just in my years of fishing and trying different products, I really like this bottom dweller one, and I'll explain why. With this Eagle Claw one, you got just a simple metal clasp here, and to be honest, it's pretty tough to get a weight attached onto that. And then additionally, when you snag up and you try to pull your snag out, oftentimes this little black piece here will break off, and then you're just stuck with a tube and no weight. So then at that point, you got to cut your line and replace it. And then if you do it with this again, you're bound to snag up, and same thing over and over again. With the Team Catfish one here, I use this one for quite a bit. It's got a much better clasp, easy to put the weights on. The plastic piece itself is okay at best. I've broke them from snagging. You're pulling your snag out, it just busts it up. You lose your weight, you might break off here where the clasp attached, and the other problem I had is the line actually eats through this tube. So over time and use of your line rubbing on there, it ends up going through, and it's just something you don't want to have happen. The bottom dwellers one has a much thicker polymer to it, so I've yet to have one break in like 3 or 4 years of catfishing. I've had to replace many of the clasps. Unfortunately for me, I had a bunch of Team Catfish sinker slides, so whenever I bend a clasp from pulling it out of a snag, I go to my tackle box, I grab a Team Catfish one, pull the clasp off, replace it on here, and it's good as new. So, yet to break plastic. These things are pretty hardy. 9 times out of 10 you're getting this whole rig back when you're pulling out of a snag. Unless your line breaks, you're going to probably lose your weight. I've straightened these clasps out. So great product, and for the money, it's so much cheaper than all these. I can go to a store and get these, and the bottom dwellers, you get more for your money by all means. It's stronger, cheaper, you get more quantity. I'll put links in the description for all these. This one here is something new I found on Amazon, and it's pretty much similar to the bottom dwellers one, but it's not as heavy duty, and that's a shame because I'm really excited about one of the features on here. So with this one, you got your metal clasps still, and then what's nice about this is it's actually kind of like a quick disconnect. So there's a groove at the top, and that groove, if you twist this, will open up, so you can slide your line in there and then close it up. And then you got a kind of a quick disconnect. So if you're transporting rods, or you want to switch from this size sinker slide to something that's a little bit smaller, because they do have different sizes, it's as simple as turning it, sliding off your line, and replacing it. So I'm going to try these out this year, see how they handle for strength wise, and then I can kind of compare with all of them. But if I had to buy any one of these, I'd definitely go with the bottom dwellers. They're just a fantastic sinker slide. They're heavy duty, they're cheap, I've got a lot of them, and that way when you're breaking off, or even if you do get snagged up and you lose your rig, whoop-de-doo. It's so cheap. I mean, tackle is not very cheap these days, but bottom dwellers, they did it right with this one. It works great, they're cheap. If you lose one, you're not out a bunch of money. I got 3 of these for like $4 or $5 plus shipping, so it's a lot more expensive. I don't even know what these Team Catfish or Eagle Claws are even going for these days, but I can tell you, you're going to get your money's worth out of the bottom dwellers, but that's just my opinion. Give a thumbs up to this video, subscribe, like. Thanks for watching.